Welcome back to Murdering Time. We have something a little different today. I've never really driven an electric car before, definitely not a premium one, anything close to a Tesla or something like the new electric cars on the market. So we're going to do something a little different today. I set up a couple of test drives. In about 10 minutes or so, we have the Polestar 2 be coming right to my driveway, and we'll go for a 30-minute drive in that around my neighborhood, maybe get on a couple highways and see what that's all about. And then after that, we have a Tesla Model 3 test drive lined up. So we'll do a little back-to-back comparison, get some of my first thoughts, which should be interesting. Again, these are going to be opinions and thoughts of someone who's never been in an electric car before. I don't really have any kind of bias, other than the fact that they are kind of expensive. Tesla Model 3 Performance is 60 grand. I think I'd rather just go get like a Cayman. Again, there's pros and cons to both. Free charging is going to be nice at quite a few places. Right now my place of work has free charging, so I think that's the main factor behind all of this. But yeah, figured it'll be a little bit of fun. So we'll wait for the Polestar 2 to show up, do a quick walk around of that, and go for a drive. Alright, so we just got back from the Polestar 2 test drive. A little bit of a hiccup. They apparently don't allow any videotaping of the car at all. So couldn't take a video of the rep talking about the car. Couldn't take a video of driving the car. So definitely not expected. So this video is going to be a little shorter, but the car itself, pretty standard Volvo feel. Definitely quality built. Not a lot of rattling or anything like that. As somebody who has never driven a electric car before, a premium electric car especially, that torque is definitely instant. Fortunately, it's all-wheel drive, but did almost go around a corner. The very first corner I was going around, just taking a left-hand turn through an intersection, and I decided to punch it in the middle of the turn because I didn't expect it to be instant. So fortunately, that stopped us from spinning out into another car, so that was cool. But yeah, very quick. That was a lot of fun. Santa Fe is just a 2-lane road over here. The speed limit's 45, even though it should be like 65. Easily went from the right-hand shoulder 0, pulled over, adjusting some stuff to 112 in 5-6 seconds. It was very quick. The rep was awesome. Didn't complain about any of the driving at all, and definitely gave it all it had. So yeah. That being said, is it better than a $60,000 gas car? I don't know. Handling, if I'm looking at a $60,000 car, it's going to be a sports car, so it's definitely going to handle better. Obviously, the torque being instant is not going to exist on anything but an electric car, but yeah, I don't know. We'll take a test drive of the Tesla 3. It's quite a bit less expensive, brand new. Depending on if they're busy or not, I only lined up a test drive for the base model Tesla 3, which is something that I was, obviously most likely to buy brand new, no issues. However, I think the most reasonable comparison would be the dual motor Tesla 3, because this was an all-wheel drive vehicle. So we'll see if they have the time to let us test drive both, see if they allow a GoPro in the car during the test drive. I don't know if they will or not. I thought that it wasn't a big deal at all until they said no on the Polestar test drive. So yeah, until I'm at Daddy Doug DeMuro's level, I guess I will just have to take what I can get. But overall, really fun test drive. Gonna head over to Tesla in just a little bit, and we'll see what happens. So there it is, taken off. It's the Polestar 2. Now let this guy leave in peace. Test driving the Tesla Model 3 right now. They had a base, and that's what I wanted to test drive, but apparently it was already sold to someone. Still offered for me to go on a test drive, but that's it's kind of weird. I'm not test driving somebody else's car they already paid for. But anyways, the car itself is pretty cool. Just sitting at a red light now. We'll do a little bit of maybe an acceleration test or something like that. Definitely compared to the Polestar. Very twitchy compared to the Polestar. Good. Yeah, definitely doesn't feel as refined as the Polestar, but I mean, this model being the same price, I think that I would take the Polestar over this. That being so, it doesn't mean this is bad by any means. Good acceleration. Alright, so got back from the Tesla test drive not too long ago. I did get a little bit of GoPro footage. I'm not sure how it's going to come out though, so it may or may not have been shown before this, but kind of a weird situation that almost took away from driving the vehicle. Obviously I wanted to test drive the base model. It's the one I'm most likely to get. But their test drive, their demo, they just sold it right before I got there, which is totally fine. So they were going to originally put me in a dual motor, and then one other salesman wanted me to go in the base model that was already sold, and I was telling them I wasn't comfortable going in a car that somebody else had already paid for, and somebody else's car. I was very much going to test the car, and that's not something I was interested in, so it kind of turned into a bit of a back and forth. I don't think they really cared about the price difference or anything like that. I think they were just trying to be overly nice, but not really seeing the underlying problem of giving me someone else's paid-for car, which is just weird. Overall impressions, though, I think the Polestar is like a much more refined car. It feels like a Volvo, which is great. The Tesla has more of a cool factor, I'd say that. The technology in the vehicle, I think, is quite a bit nicer. Again, it's hard because they're both dual motor, which I don't think I'd consider at this point. It's a lot of money for an electric car, and I don't know if I'm that into the electric cars at this point. If I were to spend that type of money, we'd probably be looking at something like a Cayman. So, I don't know. Wish the Tesla experience overall was better, but both cars much faster than I ever anticipated. Probably keep an eye on Craigslist for a used Model 3 in good shape. Maybe. I don't know. We'll think about it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry there was no in-vehicle footage. Had no idea Polestar would get all weird about it. And then I was just kind of turned off at the whole Tesla experience. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked it, subscribe. There probably won't be more content like this. I'm not really into test driving cars unless I'm actually serious about buying them. But there's always ROM stuff. Who knows what else. Lots of mountain biking coming up. Mountain biking season here soon. So we'll be going over all that and a lot of trips to Telsa. Anyways, have a good week ahead.